Shipping basketball cards from the US to Singapore can be really expensive. And I probably would have spent like double or triple the already a lot of money that I spent in this hobby if I didn't know about this service called Ship My Cards. So basically you just send what you bought to them, they store it for you, and then when you're ready to, you can request for shipment and they send it all to you in one big box like this. So instead of paying for shipping every time you buy something, you just pay once, right? You pay a fraction of the shipping costs that you would need to otherwise. But even with that, like I've talked about before, this is a very expensive hobby. So because of that, until I get a new job, until I get a salary again, this will be my final shipment from SMC. This is the final package I will receive from Ship My Cards until I am gainfully employed again. And the thing is, because I only request for shipment like once every 6+ months, there will definitely actually be cards in here that I forgot I even bought. Straight up. So yeah, I know, very responsible, very financially prudent of me, but that's the reality, right? And I want to do this video to also see where my mind was at 6 months ago as a collector, and to see if there's stuff in here that, you know, I don't want anymore, I shouldn't have bought, or whether, you know, even 6 months ago I knew what I wanted to collect, and I don't regret any of my purchases. The truth is probably somewhere in between, but let's take a look together, and yeah, let's dive in. So I literally have no idea what's in here, what's in each of these boxes. I don't decide what they pack in each individual small thing like this. There's probably like 5 or 6, maybe more of these kinds of sizes of boxes. So really this will be as much of a surprise for me as it would be for any of you, right? I would be seeing a lot of these cards for the first time in person as well. I'll try to hold them up to the camera if I see anything interesting, but here we go. Okay, first one is a Tall Tales of Dirk. I'm not going to show every single card, but this is an example of, I'm pretty sure this came from a break. So I got one card from this break. Like I told you before, it's possible to like spend tens, hundreds, maybe even more on a break and like get like nothing, or get like one card. And I believe that that was the case for that particular card. And I have a few of these, I suppose, because I kept trying to get more Dirk cards, but not so successful. As you can see already, the first two are Tall Tales cards of Dirk. This insert from, I believe, Topps, which one is this? Topps Chrome? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so let's see what else we got. Another insert of Dirk. Now this one I got lucky. This one I got it in a break. It's a Dirk card to 50. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's gold.
I love gold!
Topps Chrome. So this is an actual hit. This one I definitely don't regret getting, so that's cool. Let's see what else. I don't even remember what this is. This is the first thing I don't remember. Why do I have a J-Dub optic card? What did I buy? Oh, no hits. See, this is what happens when you get no hits. The breaker might take pity on you and send you some random stuff. I am not keeping a J-Dub base. It's not even his rookie card. So again, just to illustrate the perils, the danger of buying breaks. Okay? So I will look into this packet later, but there's probably a bunch of stuff that I don't want to keep. Here's a Dirk card from Prism Black last year. This one I think I actually want. I would definitely keep. And almost all Dirk cards I'll keep, frankly. Okay. Yeah, but let's go through these a bit faster. This one again, I don't understand why I have a T-Mac Topps card unlicensed. I was buying into things. Sometimes you buy because you're bored. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to find different hobbies for myself. Things that are a little bit more productive and things that spend a little bit less money. But yeah, see, so you end up with things like this. I guess a LeBron is nice, but again, this is just a base. And what am I doing? So many cards already that don't make sense for me to keep. Now this one I want to keep. This one I got it off eBay. It's a from the Silhouette series last season, Dirk 225, the handcrafted insert. And this one is something I actually want, something that I actually want to keep. obviously, because I bought it not as a single, not as a from a break, so that's cool. Then this one is another Dirk. It's to 48. It's from last year's Donruss Optic. To 48, if you can see over there. So yes, definitely keeping that. Some Lulu, some Luca, the 25 Noir, keeping that. So you can see already, Noir is something that came out like mid last year. That's how far back some of these purchases go, right? Another Dirk. This one Mojo from Prism Deca to 25. So yes, definitely keeping. So you start to see things that I actually want to keep, right? A Tops to 100 of Dirk, right? This is unlicensed. And then there's also okay, no, I can't remember this one. Obviously these I like the cards, the base cards even themselves of this Optic series of Dirk and of Luca and all that. But I don't think this one is numbered. But you also have other things like this one, right? Luca. What's this? Game 7 insert, I think it's called, from Silhouette. Also very nice, also something that I actually wanted. And then inside here, I believe there's other things that I actually want to keep, legitimately. Like, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Color match. Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, the reflection is killing the visual, but you see what I mean. 275. Yeah, I actually want to keep this, right? So there are some amazing cards in here, in this whole package. I just opened up the first small box. I will sort all of these out later, more neatly. Right now I'm just trying to show a few, okay? So that's one little box. Let's try and open another one. A lot of packing peanuts. Okay, let's get a big one. Okay, so that's a huge one. You gotta cut these, be safe, practice safe knife skills when you do these things. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. See, okay, so one box can have these many in them. Little bundles like these. A lot, right? So as I said, there's like 4 or 5 total boxes, I think. It's a lot of cards. Alright, if you wanted to see, this is the Shipment Cards logo. It's very... If you look at the site, which I will... if you look at the site, you will see how it's very much made by an engineer. The UI isn't the nicest, but it gets the job done, and I think that's what's most important. See, the first pack I took out is probably another no-hit from a break that I didn't get anything in, because why do I have Scotty Barnes and LaMelo base Prism cards? No idea. I totally forgot. I'm definitely not... I'm not going to hold on to these. Scotty I like, but LaMelo I don't give a damn for. So, right. Let's see what else we have in here. Randomly picking a bunch to go with. Okay, some of this actually... okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, this is before... Okay, you can't... It's blocked by the tape, but... This was before his little mini meltdown in the playoffs, but... I think Jaden Ivey... Sorry, not even meltdown in the playoffs, meltdown in the middle of the season. This Jaden Ivey auto probably had higher value when I got it than now, unfortunately. Alright, so there's a lot of unpacking to do here. At one point, in dealing with the Mavs breakup, I started buying some Orlando, I started buying some Detroit, because I kind of like their teams. I've kind of actually settled on the Spurs now, which unfortunately they just lost the finals, but it is what it is. But in my little time buying from these other teams, I hit on some nice stuff. So this is not numbered, but it's a Penny Hardaway, little like blue shimmer kind of parallel. Nick Anderson auto, which obviously won't go for much. But pretty cool, any auto is pretty cool to have, frankly. Silver Ben Wallace, Big Ben, cool stuff. Whether I'll actually keep them or whether I'll sell, because now I'm a little bit more focused on my what I want to collect, I think we shall see. Yeah. Let's look at a little bit more Detroit. What other Detroit do we have? Yeah, like I talked about the Jaden Ivey auto. I think I got this off eBay. Oh no, I can't remember, but it's nice to have like 2 point guards. Frankly, not the biggest fan of Jason Kidd, but you know, it's a nice insert. Dinwiddie checkerboard, the kind of thing that only Mavs fans would appreciate. Jaden Hardy, Obsidian Auto, Patch Auto. That's cool. I mean, it's a cool card. It's nice to look at. Matrix material. Unfortunately, the player isn't anything too special. You know, we had hopes for him, but it didn't really turn out to be much in the end. Paulo Silva, that's nice, right? Now this is cool. Now when I was buying Pistons, I hit this Kate Gold patch from Obsidian to 10, 7 out of 10. You can see it right there, 7 out of 10, right? So yeah, I mean, when you get a little bit of good luck sometimes. It's not just no hits all the time, you know, but the costs add up, and that's why I am pausing my collecting for now. Some other Obsidian cards, which again, if you know, Obsidian is a mid-year kind of release, so this is just more examples of how long ago I got these cards. Equinox of Kyrie, also Obsidian, out of 60. You know, cool hit, nothing mind-blowing, but still nice. Silver Luka insert, yeah, cool, you know. I don't know why this guy got an auto, but yes. Gortman. Even as a Mavs fan, I hardly know who he is. So yes. But again, I'm no longer a Mavs fan, so maybe that's part of it, right? Okay, another stack of random stuff. Let's go. Okay, now this is confusing to me because why do I have Cam Christie and don't buy the Clippers? Maybe I got them in a random team break. Sabonis. I like the parallel, the Ice and Fire from Obsidian, but I don't buy Kings. So again, it must have been a random team break, and I, fortunately or unfortunately, probably unfortunately because it's the Kings, landed the Kings in the break, right? So that's how you end up with a bunch of stuff like the stuff I talked about in the last video, like the Bam card, which cards of people like Bam, like LaMelo, like Scotty Barnes and so on, which I don't necessarily want to keep. But okay, let's see. Apparently I got a Mark Williams also, so I got Hornets in this thing as well, to 149. I bought a lot of Optic, it seems. I got a lot of Optic, right, to 149. Yeah, so am I gonna keep these guys? No, not really. Grand Theft Alvarado, right, to 225 for the Pelicans. A lot of random stuff here. I'm turning up. Jared McCain, I think this is the international Donruss international base. It's quite nice. I like the fact that it's red. Maybe I'll keep McCain. It's his rated rookie card. Yeah, it's worth holding on to maybe. But yeah, a bunch of stuff here that yeah. Why do I have Clippers cards? Why do I have Hawks cards? You buy random teams, you get this kind of random stuff, like the emphasis on random, right? Let's see what else is in this pack. Something. Okay, it's a sword. It's a patch of Ryan Dunn. It's his rookie card from Obsidian, but it's not really a player that I want to keep, is it? So you end up with a lot of random stuff like that. So again, this Sabonis is really cool, but he's not a player I keep. 249, if you can see it right there. Okay, let's move on to the next pack. I'm already suffering a little bit of OCD from not being able to pack these properly because I need to do this for the video. But yeah. Okay, let me try and find something that has a obviously cool card that we can look at immediately, okay? What is that? Oh yes. Okay, you see, another problem with the card hobby that makes it very akin to gambling is that when you have nothing to buy, you find something to buy. What does that mean? It means you start to expand into other products. you don't only buy basketball, and you end up somehow buying Marvel cards. That's Electra. I got here in a kind of like digi break. I'm not gonna go into that. That's a whole other explanation. But oh my goodness, that's how you end up with things like Daniel Drum, who I have never heard of. I've just straight up never heard of. What am I doing? Okay, but there are some cool stuff. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I like Venom as well, so you get little cards like these. So it's a secondary collection I have. I don't have a lot of Marvel cards because I'm way more focused in that sphere in terms of collecting. I only want like Venom and maybe Spidey, but he's really expensive, so I focus on Venom.
Here it is, the records room.
Surf the web, surf the web.
Shut up, Brock. We don't have time.
Parker, wait, could it be?
Could what?
Yes, we sense our other.
Who? Since who?
It's our other, the symbiote known as Carnage. We must stop him.
Now?
Yes, now. We have no choice.
But yeah, so it's gambling. This card collection business is gambling. Sometimes you gotta be aware of what you're doing and how you're spending your own money. Right? There's a whole bunch more. Like I really got a lot of like numbered Mavs cards. I really like this one. It's Dirk. It's the basketball parallel to 225. This is from Prism Black, 24-25. So this is definitely something that will have pride of place, right, in my collection. I really happy that I got it. You know, whether it was, I can't remember whether I got it off eBay or whether I hit it, but it's one of those that I actually legitimately would be really happy to keep, right, and not just okay, cool, or like what am I doing with this card. This one, unfortunately, is a little bit more what am I doing with this card, because I don't actually really like this insert from Topps Chrome. Is it Chrome or is it forgot which series it is. I think it's Chrome. But yeah, I would definitely keep one at least of a base one. But you know, you might hit multiple of these, and I don't know if I want to keep that many. Now this is pretty cool. I have a Cooper flag. I have a Cooper rookie card. I'm not sure what this parallel is called. It used to be called like Pulsar or something in the Panini days. I don't know what Topps calls them. But I will keep this for a bit. This might be worth, I mean, not say it won't be as much as like thousands of dollars, but pretty valuable. And like obviously he's a top rookie, even though his introduction to the league coincides with me leaving the Mavs. But nevertheless, nice to have a card of his, right? And then a base version of this Chrome rookie card. Yeah. So yeah, there are some legitimately cool hits in here. See another another one of these Tall Tales Dirk, right? So like maybe I'll keep one and try to sell the other two or something. But that's what happens. That's why you end up with a bunch of duplicates, because when you buy into breaks, you buy teams, even if it's not random team, you buy a specific team you want, you end up and you do it multiple times, right? You end up with a lot of duplicates. Some of which you're happy to keep. There are some cards that are really nice that you wouldn't mind having 10 copies of, but there will be cards that you're like, I have 3 of this and I don't need more than 1, honestly, you know? Okay, to go back to Marvel a little bit. This is actually something I want to keep. Like I said, Venom fan. This is only a base, I think, from the Cosmos, right? And yeah, I'm happy to keep it. It's just a base card, but I'm happy to have it, right? I'm not sure if this is the package, but I did get a really nice card of Venoms here. Okay, it's not this one. Okay. See if it's around here. No, I don't think it is. Yeah, another player that I tried to collect, and I'm still like have a little soft spot for after my Mavs breakup. CMB, Colin Murray Boyles of the Toronto Raptors. I think he plays hard. I think he does. I like big guys a bit more than guards. I don't know why. I think because there's a lot of attention on guards. Yes, I know one of my favorite players is Luka, but it's not because he's a guard. It's because I have a lot of other things. But yeah, I mean, I like big guys. They deserve a bit more love than they tend to get nowadays. Some inserts of him. I think that's numbered if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's to 150. You know, did I get a? I did get an auto. Okay, but it isn't of CM. I got Elijah Martin, because the other rook on the Raptors this past season. He can't sign, can he? He's not even near center, my goodness. But yeah, so definitely some of this spending was inspired by trying to find a rebound, trying to find someone new, so to speak, after you know, moving on from the Mavs. But yeah, so yeah, let me just go into one more box before we close this video. I really need to sort them out later. Okay, let's see what we have in this box. Just randomly pick something from here. Okay, this is another example of, okay, I just ruined my point. Dirk has only one card in Topps Cosmic Chrome, and that's this Galaxy Grades insert. And I unfortunately have too many of these. Again, it's the same issue. I buy him and then I get too many of him. Just this one card, the base card. You know, I just need the one base card, right? Of this card. But the thing that proved me wrong, I don't know when I got this, but I got a 250 version of it. So that one I really obviously want to keep, right? I think the number is here, yeah, 250, 12 or 50. So gold in Topps. Yeah, so some cool stuff in here. Let's randomly pick another. You see more Galaxy Grades. But this, now this is a gem. Dirk Nowitzki Auto, Midnight Oil, from Topps Midnight, 212. So there's only 12 of these this card in the world, and I got 12 of 12. I got a booklet of it. So this will be one of the ones that I really treasure, right? Favorite player, auto card, and obviously low numbered. It's one of the more special ones from this shipment, this batch. All right. Let's see if there's anything else here that. More Marvel, more Venom. This is cool. I just like Venom, man. Like by default, even his base card looks nice because he looks cool, you know. So it's pretty easy to see why I like him. This is another insert that I got way too many of, but I believe this is a numbered one. Is it? It's a Muse of Dirk. I think it's numbered, but I don't see the numbering. It might be at the back, but covered by a sticker. But anyway, this is another example of one of those inserts that I get way too many of if I buy into too many breaks. Yep. Man, I really gotta sort so many of these out later. Okay, let's look at one last one or something. Okay, we'll end on the high, and that's another Dirk Auto, 225 Masters. This is Topps Chrome, I believe. Yeah, and look at that. It's gorgeous, man. Let me take it off the plastic. Seller also gave it to me in a nice protective case. Look at that. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that will make it into that safe box instead of just a binder, right? Gorgeous. When I cut this video, I'm going to take some time to just look at these cards and enjoy them. That's part of the joy. You know, I've talked about it before. There's a bunch of stuff here that, again, I probably won't want to keep. But there are a few that I not only want to keep, but will really, really treasure. Okay? Alright, so I'm gonna leave it there as now. There's still obviously more to go through, and I think I have one. Oh, this is one of those that I was really looking forward to. I told you I forgot about a lot of these cards. This one I didn't forget about because it's so cool. Hold on, let me get it out. It's a Venom card. It's not a Dirk card. Iconic faces. Now what does that mean? What does iconic faces mean when it comes to Venom? It means that you get his amazing face. Oh good lord, look at that. That is gorgeous. That is amazing. That's amazing. When I hit this, I tried pretty hard to get this. And when I finally hit it, yeah, yes. It comes out like this. The breaker will reveal, oh, who is it? Oh, it's Venom. Oh, and then as someone who bought Venom, you just lose your shit. Woo, got it, you know. To 288. So that's it's not super low numbered or limited, but nevertheless. Right, so this is one of those that I did not forget. Truly beautiful card. But yeah, so you do get some amazing things, and you get a bunch of great memories, like I talked about in the previous video, when you buy into breaks. But the more sobering reality to it is that you get a bunch more cards. Again, I've only shown you a fraction of everything. Let me just let you guys take a peek into the box. There's still more. There's still like 1 or 2 more boxes that I didn't even open on this video, right? And the vast majority of them, I will not keep the cards, right? And like I talked about again before, like selling is also not the simplest thing. It takes effort to put your listings up onto local Facebook groups, or I'm not sold on eBay before, so that's another thing to think about or to learn about if I wanted to. But the effort to do so is definitely not worth it for like those which ones, like this random Tijan Saloon insert, right? I'm not going to go through the effort of learning how to sell on eBay and if someone buys it, sending it to, I don't know, Mauritius or whatever. Yeah, it's not worth the effort. It's just straight up not worth the effort, you know? So this is why I'm stopping. I mean, of course, the main reason is because it's just I cannot be spending this kind of money while I have no salary. But also, like, I'm finally getting like kind of fed up with like, what am I doing, you know, spending so much money, and 90% of the cards I receive are low value, or I don't want to keep, or not my favorite player, and you know, I have to get rid of them either by selling them or like, you know, for whatever way, right? There's a lot of effort involved. It's like I'm paying for the privilege to do more work, and in this case, it's not the most fun, you know. Yeah, so but there are times where you just tell yourself, you know, I gotta get that card, and then you go on eBay and you get serious and you get up with something like this, Dirk's beautiful signature, the 25, and that's really the smartest way to go for collecting. Know what you want to collect and then go on eBay and just get that card, because as tempting as it might be to like, oh, I only paid, you know, $30 for a chance at Dirk, you probably won't get the one you're not gonna get this. You're very unlikely you're gonna get this. The chances are low. And then if you keep trying, sooner or later that $30 you can multiply that by like, you know, 10 times, and you just spend $300 trying to get this card and you might not have gotten it still, right? Instead of just like going on eBay and getting this for like, I believe I got this for like 100 to somewhere between 100 150, I think, you know, he at most 200, right? So it's still not a super small sum, of course, but you are guaranteed to get the card that you want. So yeah, I mean, if there's anything to take away from this, is to know what you want, and be smart about it, right? Don't gamble all the time. You're just gonna eventually, the house always wins, right? So eventually you just lose money, right? But yeah, so anyway, I guess this kind of turned into a kind of unboxing video. And looking through all of these, I mean, you've heard my thoughts as I opened these the boxes and looked at the cards, right? I love some of these so much, right? The Dirk Autos are priceless to me. Priceless. Like, I don't even know, I have no words. Even as someone who's trying to make YouTube videos and talks a lot, these are things that I will just hold in my hand and giggle to myself and, oh shit, hell yeah, I got a Dirk Auto. You know, after I cut the video. But so much of this as well is things that, what am I doing? Why did I not to beat a dead horse? I really have no need for a Tijan Saloon insert. I just don't, you know. So a fair number of this, I just won't keep. But yeah, do I regret? No, because I did. Okay, yes and no. It's a loaded statement, right? Some of these cards really are pretty cool. And I might just keep them anyway because even if they're not very high value or they're not Dirk or Luka, even yeah, because they're cool. I like, you know, Ben Wallace, Big Ben, having a little silver card of his. It's a nice photo of him. He's a player like I enjoy watching highlight videos of and things like that. You know, yeah, I'll probably keep that. You know, it'll be in a binder. It won't be in like the safe box, but I'll probably keep that. But at the other end of the spectrum, yeah, you get Saloon or you get like random Marvel cards. Like I'm not keeping Morbius. Okay, there's Spidey on this one maybe, but I'm not keeping a Morbius card. So, you know, it's a mixed bag. Like I said, you know, like I guess, like I predicted, it's somewhere in between. There are some things in here that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Truly, not even exaggerating. And there are things here that I immediately ask myself, what was I doing? You know, why did I get this card? And some of it is because it's just random from breaks, but still. Yeah, but regardless, that's the collecting will pause for now, right? I just can't. It doesn't make sense for me to keep buying at this rate. But if you want to see another one of these like card mail day kind of videos, firstly hire me, you know, so I have a salary. But if you can't do that, then you know, leave a comment below about like the most regretful card purchase you ever made, right? Or on the other hand, you know, what you think about breaks versus just buying on eBay, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And now it's time for me to swap cardboard for job applications. I will see you in the next one.